Tres, two, one, and we are live, motherfuckers. Welcome to another episode of Fighting Words. I am joined. We got the full cast here,
We
y'all.
lit. We lit.
Got the full cast here. We got the away team.
We back.
Mark B, Blum B.
Let's get it.
We
I'm
got
just
the
amping.
alternate. Yeah, well, I don't want to call you Ike or Izzy. I mean, Izzy. That name doesn't seem to be doing so good right now.
What are you trying to say?
But we'll
The
go.
UFC. It's the cover curse.
Is it that? Is it the UFC cover curse? Because Connor
Go back
lost.
to UFC 1. UFC 2 was Conor and Rousey.
Well, wait, no, but the UFC one was Bones, and Bones never lost.
He popped for steroids.
Oh yeah,
He got popped, and then Conor and Rousey, and then 3 with Masvidal,
Mhm.
boom, and Izzy because he lost to
And Izzy.
Pereira, and then now again with Izzy.
Yeah, I think you're actually. I mean,
Madden curse.
It's first off, it's not a curse, but having more
Oh,
pressure on you.
my brother, the video game cover curse has been around for years.
Mhm.
It's
It's
just
real.
that
With
year
Madden.
you have more pressure. on you.
Yeah, it's real.
It's strange. It's a strange one, man.
Everyone and their moms has.
This would be a TikTok video, right? This would be a TikTok video, and in the search bar, it'll say Madden curse, and then it'll show all the Madden curses. Yeah.
Bro,
Literally,
it's just
bro.
pressure, bro. It's just pressure.
I mean, speaking
The
of
of it
pressure,
all. It's just the pressure of it all.
speaking of pressure, UFC 293, pressure makes diamonds, guys. Let's talk about the fight of the night. What do you guys think it was that night?
It's clearly main event.
Bro,
Okay.
any dude that had that had a Samoan tattoo on their back was going crazy that night. Like,
I mean,
Besides Ty,
bro,
not
who-
tied to Evas.
Bro, whoever had that tattoo, all right, Ty,
Tyson Pedro.
Yeah,
bro,
that was mine. That was my fight of the
yeah,
night.
absolutely. That
How
was
can you get all due respect?
crazy.
That was a good performance, but fight of the night? Come on, 5 rounds, Sean Strickland. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, and again, we could give Izzy that second round. All right, it was like 4-1. All right, okay, but I mean,
We gonna get into it.
Bro, my
We can get
strip
into it.
too laggy. Couldn't even.
yeah.
I lagged.
Don't shout out the name.
I lagged, and Izzy is getting clobbered by Sean Strickland. The next thing, lag, pause, right.
All right, so we getting
into
into it? Are we getting into it?
All right, okay, all right. Time out. All right. Let's just jump right into it then.
Let's do it.
Let's not fight replay. Israel Adesanya versus Sean Strickland. Tell me, walk me through it, fellas. First round,
PK,
what
go
are you
ahead.
guys?
That's
What
your
are you
man.
guys thinking?
Through your lens, what you see?
All right, so
That's
first
your man's
round,
in them.
first round, what I was thinking is that Sean Strickland has really sound defense, right? Because he was checking a lot of the leg kicks early. Like it took him no time to start being defensively sound, but he wasn't throwing all that much volume until he fucking cracked him, dropped him like silly. And after he did that, I was like, okay, this is a totally different fight. Round 2, when Izzy came out and started kind of performing and holding his guard, it got me hopeful until the third round. It just was downhill from then. It was so apparent that Izzy couldn't move forward. You know what I'm saying? It was so apparent that Izzy didn't have the ring generalship that he normally commands. It was so apparent that Sean Strickland that night was just operating on a different level. And what's more impressive, right? Because I don't want to take away from this achievement, because Izzy is a 5-time, 5 title defenses. This would have been his 6th. This is the most in the middleweight division since Anderson Silva. You know what I'm saying? This is like on that Rushmore talk. But Sean Strickland did the inevitable, did the impossible, and yeah, I think this is one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. I don't know if they're labeling it that way, but to me, yeah, Sean fucking Strickland beating Israel Adesanya
I know
as a
exactly what
boxer.
happened. I know exactly what happened.
Break it down for us, brother.
Speak
Bro.
on it. Speak on it,
We
gang.
all watched Thanos get the Infinity Stones, bro.
Okay.
Thanos is strong and all, but he's a madman when he gets those stones, bro. The person in the fight game that has these magical stones when it comes to throwing their hands is a man named Alex Pereira. A man named Alex Pereira is that guy.
Okay.
And Sean Strickland was humble enough to get shitted on by a fucking Infinity Stone and go to the guy that fucking shit on him and was just like, hey, man, I just need help in this department.
Gave him the blueprint.
It's going to be over. So now he has the Infinity Stones and he's a blatant serial killer. So it's like a madman has the fucking Infinity Stones right now. That's all that happened. Like, Izzy, like, we got to see if he's going to fight back and get the stones back, all right? Like, I don't know, but
My only counter to that would be against Izzy. I think it was just a perfect blend for Izzy. I don't know how long Sean retains that title, but for Izzy, him, like you said, to your point, him going with Pereira is the perfect candidate, bro. Because Sean is in his mind strong enough to keep pressing forward, and once he got that high stance with that leg, checking them kicks, and he got his timing, it was just like it was over. And you saying, Steve,
Alex is the only guy that could do that to Izzy on the planet.
But Alex knows the blueprint of how to beat him.
Big ass, heavy ass had to fucking sit on him to beat him. Like
yeah, I don't agree. I don't agree with you saying that in the second round, all that. I think second round, Sean took a little time off to regain his win after that end of the first round flurry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it had anything to really much to do with Izzy. I think it was just Sean. I think he dictated that whole fight, to be honest.
But it was still, to my point, it was just a round that Sean Strickland, to me, if you were gonna give any round to Israel Adesanya, it would.
Which I didn't give him any. I didn't give him any.
Said, I do have to say, like, at the end of the day, I didn't fight Sean Strickland that night, but Izzy, after getting dropped, didn't do the one thing that I would have respected so much, and that's him biting that mouth guard down, and just standing there and throwing bones with that fucking dude. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like at some point, I thought Izzy was just gonna be like, all right, fuck it, what's good? And he didn't do that.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
That first round had a lot to do with it.
Like I said, I didn't fight Sean that night. I don't know what Izzy felt and if he knew that this dude was gonna drop him if he did do that. So who the fuck knows, you know? But
I'm having a real tough time with this right now. I just accepted
I am done talking about the fight.
I just accepted the fact that Sean Strickland is the middleweight champion. But I guess I have to ask this question. This brings up the question. Has the middleweight division moved past Israel Adesanya, or should he be the one getting an immediate rematch right now? What do you think? Lead us away.
No immediate rematch. Even though they're going to do it, I don't think it's deserved at all. Like, that was a 5-0 fight. Like, that was a 5-0 fight.
4-1.
Not deserved at all. It's crazy.
I don't think it was. Like, after watching, we're not talking about what he's done in the past. I'm just talking about if we just put it in a vacuum, that fight, based on that fight, does he deserve a rematch? No, he does not.
Agreed.
Based off of that performance and the fact that I think he needs a goddamn rest, yeah, you're right. But
okay, so to that point, but why do we use that as an advantage before the fight? Like, oh, he's had so much ring experience, he's going to outclass him, right? And furthermore, Sean has fought more in the same amount of time as Izzy.
Sean
Sean has been just as active.
he's been pretty active.
Yeah.
He's been pretty active. I'm again, this is what I will say to this. Israel's fatigue is different because he who wears the crown, bears the most pressure, bears the most weight.
That's what we're doing.
And it's facts. I mean,
That's what we're doing. Had Izzy bounced back in that second round and cracked Sean Strickland and dropped him, we would have never mentioned, oh, he needs to take a break.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I would.
Again.
No one was saying that after his rematch, after he beat Pereira. No one was saying he needs to take a break.
Again, he's on the verge of doing historic things, bro.
I get it.
You're right, but I'm not talking about that long of a break. But he needs a break. I'm not talking.
But before this fight, not to cut you off, but before this fight, right? When you was asked about the fight, your prediction wasn't, well, I don't know, I don't really want Izzy taking it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, oh, Izzy's going to walk through this. This is a bad matchup for Strong. No one was talking about, oh, he's spending far too much time in the ring and all this other shit. Now he loses, he gets outclassed. And now we're searching for reasons why he didn't look right. Instead of just saying, yo, Sean had his number. It's fighting. Like matchups, this is what fighting is. Like, it's a bad matchup for him. I personally think it's a bad matchup for him.
Israel Adesanya is 500 in his past 4 fights.
Sean Strickland's 4-3 in his past 7. So it's like,
So again, this leads me to ask, since we're talking about Izzy's downtime, his post-fight antics. Do we think that he left to celebrate with the team, or was this some sort of way of saving humiliation and not having to really deal with the burn of loss? What do you think?
So he did go party?
Well, I mean, of course he did, but like he went to
he posted from the party bus. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He left the press conference to go on a party bus.
That party doesn't taste that good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows the cake at the party don't taste that good.
Mm-hmm.
When have we ever seen a fighter? I can't even. When have we ever seen a champion lose and send his trainer up there to answer questions to the media?
I feel like
I've never seen that before, and I've watched a lot of post-fight press conferences.
I've never
watched them all.
I've seen coaches join their fighters up there,
but he went up there himself. Like
he
went up there.
I
don't see it as an issue because at the end of the day, he respects Eugene like that. He's like, Eugene could speak for, like it's like the team had a loss.
This is my only problem with it, because I don't like when people are on a ledge like he was, right? Like he was hedging this shit. He was like, either way, the line that stuck with me was when he said, win or lose, I didn't plan on coming up here and speaking. We both know that is such a line of shit. Like, if he would have won that fight, he would have never been like, oh, I'm going to go spend time with my family, have Eugene talk for me. Like, come on.
I mean, that's conjecture, bro. We don't know what the plan was.
We have proof, historical proof that he's never done that before.
Because he just might have, because he would have wanted Sean to seem like just that light. Like this was such a light day that like I'm just in it and I'm out and we're on to the next mission type shit. Like he might have tried to make but he still
hasn't responded though. Like
because
so it's
I feel like Izzy does
running
low-key plan out the fight from beginning to end. Like,
but even
he tries to put you on the stage.
This did not. That's what I'm saying. You're right. I agree. And he is so rehearsed, even at his press conferences. Some of the lines that he uses, it's so like people are just worn out by it anymore, and it showed. Like Sean was walking away, the star of the press conference, basically, and it's because Izzy just uses these one-liners like, "Oh, I'm just whatever, too cool to be here," type shit. Like that shit wears on people.
I don't know. Me personally, I disagree. I know a lot of the fans were behind Sean. I think he was appealing dumb hard to the fans, really trying to excuse me, be the people's champion. But to me, Israel Adesanya looked just comfortable and stoic. And again, he was talking shit, but the energy that Sean gives is like someone, again, like he says, like someone who hasn't received love. You know what I'm saying? Like he like acts out any single time he gets attention, which it's like, again, I'm not saying Izzy doesn't act out,
I
but
was just about to say, in which way? Because your boy does the same thing.
I'm not saying Izzy doesn't act out, but I'm saying
What
I
he
feel
did
like
with Drickus,
I never said but
like,
again, I never
come
said,
on.
and that was, bro, and did I not
But
say
that
that
was
was
still a
out of
way of what, like him doing that to Drickus after Drickus said what he said. It still just like made it so Drickus couldn't say shit. He just washed him out. Like like what the hell could have Drickus said?
Everything he does though is like a scream for attention.
I disagree.
I think he just
I
pooped on him.
I think
It's like
I think
it's like outside of what the good Samaritan he ha ha wants. He just pooped on his forehead and jumped.
I just feel
I
like
mean, just because he said, "Yo, you can't say the word nigga," like say nigga, like that was just corny. It was cringy. Like
Because Drickus said who's the real, like he's gonna be the real African champ, and Izzy's like, what?
but
Like,
I get it, right? But
who
he
are
wasn't right. Drickus wasn't right when he said that shit about like, oh, they've never brought the title back to Africa. Like, yeah, he wasn't right. If you know somebody's so wrong, why do you go? You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody says something that's so not true about me, I am not gonna act like he acted about.
but
Like,
again,
what?
you expected
But all of this leads up to the loss. It's like he was already had his mindset on a whole different person, saying that like, bro, all of this wears on you, and then you got to go and fight and prove it. Like all of that led up to why we saw a weaker Izzy type shit.
I don't know. Again,
Said the complete opposite leading up to it, though.
Sometimes, again, there's a reason why a lot of people, when they are champions for an extended period amount of time, when they lose, they say it's like a relief off their shoulders, right? And
But we at least hear them say that, bro.
but dude, I think you're like jumping on Izzy's back a little too soon. Even on his
How?
hold on, because even on his wins, aside the post-fight press antics, I'll give you this. It was weird for him to have Coach Behrman up there and answer questions on his behalf, even if you trust him. That's not like him. That's out of character.
It's not like any fighter, bro.
But again, at the same token, I understand that Izzy also was a man who has absolutely needed that break, and win or loss. Hold on, win or loss, he's always taken like a week before he addresses the people on his Freestyle Bender channel. Yes, always.
Not true.
Always.
I follow him on Twitter. Your man's active, very active. I follow him on Instagram.
Talk shit on Twitter, post pictures with people, but I'm talking about when he addresses the fight, when he addresses what occurred, and he's still posting pictures and talk, like he's still on Twitter. He's saying, "Oh, watch what happened." Like he's still talking shit. Like he
said he was gonna make this fight look so easy. He said he was gonna make this fight look the easiest, and that's not what happened. And he's ashamed of it. Like whatever, it's fine.
At the end of the day, after a loss, maybe he's smart for holding his tongue. Now you have to watch his YouTube to find out.
my thing,
you gotta watch the YouTube to find
out. Last thing I will say on this though, is I am just so happy that it was Sean Strickland that showed up that night and not Dricus du Plessis. And I'll leave it at that, because yeah.
The problem is, before you go on, the problem is Dricus is not going nowhere.
Yeah.
And your boy Izzy now has a mental block. Like that's just not like something that just miraculously that Sean Strickland fight just goes away. That don't just go away.
That's conjecture because history shows that he's been able to
This
deal.
is what this is what a whole podcast is based off of. Conjecture, Steve.
Right,
Yes.
but like
But it's your boy. You don't want to
Mental
talk
block
conjecture now.
is valid because I was saying that it looked like he was still trying to fight Alex.
Who?
Izzy. It looked like he was trying to win based
No.
off of how he fought Alex. For sure.
Oh, yeah. With that
Yeah.
overhand. Yeah, he couldn't
Yeah,
adjust.
It looked like it was PTSD because Alex was that serious of a fucking opponent, bro.
But I think more
time
technically
after
with
that
them, that checking them leg kicks did a lot for
Yeah.
Izzy's timing. Like that does a lot for Izzy's timing, and him not being able to hit off his jab did everything. Like he couldn't even get his range down at all that whole fight.
no,
I don't think that was a mental thing. Like, oh, he was spent because of like being overactive or anything. He was very active during the fight. Like he was on it during the fight. He, like you said, he responded in the second round, won the second round. He just got stomped, bro. Like it is what it is. He got stomped.
Because even it's like the I'm prepared to die is he wasn't there.
not at all.
It's like
at
where
That we can all agree on.
It was a different fight, bro. It wasn't
because
it's not that fight.
I don't. Again,
Sean beat him. I don't know why you guys can't see it, bro. Like Sean beat
my
Izzy.
shit was lagging throughout the whole fight, so I have to watch it again. But
Yeah, but exactly when you watch it, bro,
want to see if
it's gonna be a mimic.
he did it.
Like Sean beat Izzy exactly how Izzy beats everyone else. Like
I mean, yes,
he
but
did it to himself.
he broke him with pressure in boxing and like a one.
No, that's
Yeah,
a disservice, bro. Because his defense was some of the best defense I've probably ever seen in the octagon.
I agree, but again, like he wasn't just defensive because he was moving forward the entire fight.
But like I said, like Pereira and him,
I don't think he fought.
It wasn't fireworks at all.
Every single time he
what?
Alex throughout the fight, there is fireworks, bro.
Because
They're
there
both
was no,
Alex is gonna stand and trade. Yes,
there was no, and that's what I'm saying. There's
Sean wasn't doing that.
So what? Sean's just walking forward
and
Pressure and pop, like
checking
getting away from his kicks, checking leg kicks, pop, like
bang,
moving, pop, like.
And then that first round when he caught him, it was with a 1 or with a 2 right down the pipe that caught him on the chin. So like again, he was just throwing very simplistic boxing combinations, like he always does. I'm not gonna say Sean Strickland doesn't have like really good timing. The man he barely trains. All he does is spar, so we know his timing is like next level. But at the same token, it goes without saying, whatever it is, whether it was a mental block, whether it was Sean Strickland just had his number, or whether it was that Izzy didn't have enough time, he did not fight like we were normal or accustomed to seeing him perform. And I think a lot of that has to do with the way that Sean Strickland fought, but something is going on with Izzy. Something is going on with him.
Sure.
He wasn't in there by himself.
But speaking of people on kind of a downslide, what's next for Bam Bam to Ivasa, guys? Is Bam Bam ever gonna be a heavyweight contender again? Like, is it curtains for him?
I think he might be that. What is like the name of like the the fighter that like makes it see like who's legit in the weight class?
Derek Lewis
type shit.
Yeah, but what's the name? They have like the name like a gatekeeper. Yeah. He's gonna be. I think he's gonna be one of them type for the heavyweights. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like because Ty's like a weird size because he's a fucking.
And he's still young.
He's a fucking animal, but he's like low key too small for that.
Small,
But he's obviously like just as strong as them. But it's like I don't know. It's like a weird. It's like what if he went down one?
Even like so, like you saying, like he was way too small. Like the Derek Lewis shit, you always knew like Derek could catch him.
Yeah,
I never felt like
Ty could catch him. Like Derek Lewis is like top 8 every time. Like no matter what, he's not
still a big dude.
He's no.
But I mean, that's what a gatekeeper is, man.
He is putting everyone down. That's trying to come up. Like he's not a
Derek
gatekeeper.
Lewis. He's seen better days.
I mean, he won his last one in spectacular fashion against the Polish.
If you have Derek Lewis as a gatekeeper, he's going to ice everyone that you want to get in. Like,
I mean, so let's get into that real quick. Let's talk about the heavyweight landscape. I mean, obviously we have Jones versus Miocic with
and then there's nothing. They're both gonna retire after that, bro.
Okay, I said with the possibility of Pavlovich. So, you know what goes on in the landscape, assuming that Jones or Miocic doesn't show up and Pavlovich has to step in.
I'm sorry.
Wow, you really don't think that Pavlovich can?
Yeah, bro. I think if
he can fight, but he's not a draw.
Keep it out, and he's gonna give Jones a run for his money.
What exactly? What does that mean? That he's not a draw. He can knock out any of the heavyweights, and he's super skilled.
Jones should be
terrified.
Jones should not just be like, "Woohoo! I'm fighting Pav now."
Why do we do this? Why do we do it? What do you mean Jones should be terrified?
Bro,
why should Jones be terrified? What should he be terrified of?
What have we always said that John Jones has not faced, right? Is someone
I don't know. He's faced everybody, so I don't know what they say.
He
faced
well, he ran.
Okay, all right.
He ran.
Okay. All right.
How you gonna give him a dap? And he said he brought up somebody who signed with another organization. Not loving Ngannou.
Yeah, because he had a choice. He had a choice, Mark.
Listen, I got Ngannou to beat Fury, right? I put money on that, but in context of I love I just love Ngannou, period. Like Steve knows how much of a Ngannou fan I am. But in context of what happened, he left. Like he left.
Yeah, I mean, again, I feel like the heavyweight landscape is just starting to really kick off again. Contrary to what you said, Mark, Jones ain't going nowhere. I think Jones loves fighting and needs fighting, and he especially if people present themselves as new challenges, I think he'll be around.
That's not gonna be a new challenge for him, bro.
Okay.
Backing up, so you think he's gonna go from fighting Stipe Miocic, right?
Mm-hmm.
To further cementing his legacy to go and fight in Sergey whatever the fuck his name is? Are you serious?
I mean, no, but the Ngannou fight is real.
How's that real? He's gone.
I think the UFC has done crazier shit than having.
Go on, bro.
No.
Because what's gonna happen is Stipe and John's gonna fight. Listen, they're not gonna go chase John. Stipe and John's gonna fight. He's gonna let John go do whatever the fuck you want to do, because by the time you're done, you know who's coming back to fight. Your other boy. So he'll have a other pony to entertain him with. Like, come on. The show is gonna go on. You already know this. Like,
of course. It always does. But I just
by the time he's done with Conor, your boy Stylebender, he'll get his wits back and start talking shit again, and then he'll enter the frame again. They're not gonna go chase no Ngannou, bro.
I think you have a bunch of guys in the heavyweight landscape, like Aspinall, like Gane, like
Tom Aspinall, yes.
Again, and Sergey Pavlovich. You have guys that are really especially. I don't know. Even though Gane got smoked by Bones, like his hype in Europe is insane.
But wouldn't you want to see like an Aspinall versus like a Sergey, or an Aspinall versus a Gane?
I would love
to build that up, right?
Any combination of those fights.
Yeah. I don't want to see John Jones versus any of those yet.
Absolutely do. I would love to see John Jones versus Tom Aspinall.
That's not good business. No.
I disagree.
He would destroy Tom Aspinall right now.
I mean,
he's not ready. He's
Have
not
you
ready
not
for John.
seen
But
Tom?
John, how much longer do you want John to be in there if he's about to retire?
John's
I mean,
John's
he's
like
a heavyweight.
17 years old, bro. Come on.
He's a heavyweight, bro. He could go to 43. This is why
Yeah,
I'm
he's like
saying
fucking 22 years old right now. Come on,
talking
you
about
know
him
that.
retiring because he's
How
like.
old is John?
But you have to build somebody else up, though. You have to build
Yeah.
somebody else up,
Y'all think
bro.
he's still gonna fight for a long time? What do you
Actually,
guys
John
say?
might be like 35 or 36, bro.
Yeah, I think he is
because he's
35 or
not
36.
much older than Izzy. Like
Yeah,
so,
he's not.
like so that's what I'm
But you
saying.
have to
Like,
build somebody to get his interest. You know how John Jones is. He'll go away. He'll go away for 2 years. He don't have a problem going. He's shown that he don't have a problem going away.
right. Again, but
And doing that,
why? I don't think
He's a heavyweight now, bro. That would lead into what he is. He's a heavyweight.
dudes.
He don't have nothing to risk. Like, we just seen what he did to Cyril Gane.
Finishing dudes by Batman choke
Listen,
in the first.
I won't doubt that man. I will not doubt that man in the octagon at all. Period.
I'm not saying I'm picking Stipe to beat him. I'm saying the heavyweight landscape is the most fun it's ever been. I don't think even though it's like bones at the top, it doesn't mean that there's not exciting and emerging people that aren't like who I feel like wouldn't put up a good contest against John Jones. We've seen him perform one time for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah,
and I understand
That's the point.
that the performance was
sharp.
excellent.
That is the point, John.
Sharp as
Is
hell,
a beast.
but again, what
The
happens?
slip into the take, like,
it was beautiful.
why does he slip things like Spider-Man?
Because he has that
Like,
spike.
literally, it's
But
like
this is the point. Like, you hear what you're saying? You hear what you're saying? Like, come on.
That
Bro,
shit was
know
I
pretty-
saw him do it
It's
to
like,
Izzy
come
in the
on.
half
Oh,
second
that shit was beautiful.
Bro.
That takedown and wrap around.
And then the way he got
I
to
saw
like,
him do it to Izzy in the half second they sparred in the hallway.
Yeah.
Why does he slip shit like he's a fucking Marvel
things you
character?
can't explain though. That's what I'm saying. Like, some things you can't explain. He's one of those people, bro. Like,
Bro,
he has
Is he
supernatural IQ.
realize this. So, right? I think we forget. John was fucking sponsored by Nike.
I know.
By Nike. Like, do we understand this? Like,
Literally,
he was sitting next to Kobe and shit at photo shoots. Like, he was by Nike. Like, come on.
Okay, guys. Before we wrap up, since the whole gang is here, I want to finally get into our washed or weapon. Y'all have been hearing about this.
Okay.
It's basically
Let's get it.
quick little game. All right, we're gonna break it down for you real quick. Basically, it's this. I'm gonna say a name. Alternate and away are gonna tell me if they think it's a wash, so that person is washed, or if they're a lethal fucking weapon and they're here to do damage. All right, we're gonna start off with you, alternate. All right, Conor McGregor, wash the weapon. Come on, bro.
Wash.
Super wash.
Oh my god, fuck y'all niggas. Jake Paul.
Washed, but he's probably gonna knock out another old person.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He's in the rinse. He's in the rinse cycle. You know what I'm saying?
Errol Spence Jr.
I never fully knew about his back history. He had a car crash and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, bro,
Seen some shit.
I wish I'd seen him box before and like understood what his speed is like, or if he was normal on that night, then why not keep boxing?
Okay.
But if like he was a slower version, then yeah, he needs to like, bro, you gotta do what's good for you, bro. He's washed. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, we got three.
Well, he wasn't washed.
Yeah.
He wasn't washed the 2 fights he won after the car crash and shit. So you can't say that.
He
looked immaculate a fight before he fought Crawford.
Really. He looked
and he's
incredible.
fighting like a good fighter.
Once again, it's so relevant for the conversation.
It's
it was Crawford.
Like
Crawford made him look like that. Like Strickland made Izzy look like that.
No disagreement there. Crawford just looked like
Really?
A
operating
different level on a different
'cause
level.
It literally looked like a different
frequency. It was
100%.
like
That's what the Izzy and Sean Strickland shit. With no bias, if two people just watch that fight, they would be like, "Yo, why is this dude in the ring with this guy?"
Like Strickland's been like, bro, I've been playing the game for the past.
Marcus, when you're right, you're wrong. Fuck you, nigga. Watch the weapon. Watch the weapon, Jake Paul. I mean, Errol Spence.
He's a weapon. Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Errol's a weapon.
Okay, all right. Let's keep it on you, Mark. Demetrius Johnson, DJ, watch the weapon.
Oh, weapon. Come on.
Weapon.
Okay, all right. Stipe Miocic, watch the weapon.
Watch.
TBD.
So if he loses against the greatest of all time, he's washed?
How he loses, yes.
Yeah, after seeing him fight in Ghana, I was like, bro, shouldn't this guy already be retired? But I thought he should have been retired like after you're in like the greatest of all time debate. Why are you playing with that? Like, get out of there.
I mean, not everyone wants to be a Habib. But Nate Diaz.
Whoa.
Watch the weapon.
Don't be doing that. That's flagrant. Nate Diaz been washed.
Yeah, washed.
Mike Perry.
My nigga.
Everybody's nigga, bro.
Nigga's a fucking weapon, bro. Let him box Jake Paul.
Oh, I wish. Isn't he the replacement?
Jake knows boxing. He's gonna try to kill him in there.
He's the replacement for the Logan Paul and Dylan Daniels fight.
Oh my
he's gonna
God.
hurt Logan too.
Because Lord knows dildo is not showing up. All right, and last but not least, de puede tell Francis Ngannou, is he a washed or weapon?
That nigga he's a nuclear bomb. What do you mean a weapon? What?
Bro, that nigga is military grade. Like,
don't even disrespect the Predator.
Grade, bro.
Yeah, don't even put him in the same sentence with washed. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh, that is comedy, bro. And that is it for this episode.
No. We need to add one more. We can't end on that. We gotta add one more.
Right,
I'm gonna ask y'all two. Washed or weapon? Israel, Adesanya.
Wow.
Washed or weapon?
Weapon.
The recency bias makes me sick to my fucking stomach, okay? He is a goddamn samurai, lethal weapon, Bushido code wielding Yasuke. Cut this motherfucker down, weapon.
Had to ask.
Yo.
And on that note, we are wrapping it up. Thank you for tuning into this episode at Fighting Words. Ike, tell them where to find your boy.
Yo, follow me on TikTok at Purified Hustle and Warren Wall Street. And shout out my IG Lone Star 860. Let's get it.
Burp. And Mark the B, where can they find your socials if you want to engage?
Nah, we good, but just check me out when we pod over here. I fuck with y'all though.
I bet.
my pronouns are Sean Strickland. You know what I'm saying?
This is why he's the away team. It's been your home team at Steve with 2 E's Stone on IG. Catch us on Fighting Words on Twitter. Join the chat. Join us on YouTube. See our sports. Give us some love. And of course, we're available on Spotify and wherever you listen to the tunes. We'll catch you motherfuckers later. Peace.